All right, this is YJ the Arthur checking in one time. And I just wanted to touch on a few topics real quick, man, because there's a lot of shit I've been seeing. But first of all, I want y'all to know that the mixtape, The Truth Form Volume 1, is coming soon. Will be available on Bandcamp, so I'm going to put up a promo video in a little bit to promote that, to get y'all over there. Shit's going to be $5. It's going to be over 35 tracks, digital copy, so be on the lookout for that. But on another note, I've been seeing a lot and hearing a lot over the past couple of years about artists, rappers out here, and even the underground. I can't even just say the commercial, but what I hate to see is when I see underground artists and underground producers following trends. This is not healthy. This is not good for hip-hop / rap / whatever, you know? Now, mind you, I know there is a difference between being inspired by a certain artist or a certain sound. I was inspired by certain sounds. Being from Kansas City, I was inspired by Tech Nine. I was inspired by Rich the Factor. I was inspired by Lejo. I was inspired by, even to a certain extent, being from Kansas City, I was inspired by Nelly and the whole country grammar when it came out. But when you hear my music, you're not gonna hear Tech Nine. You might say I'm spitting fast sometimes or whatnot, but that's just what I like to do. I like that Midwest chopper shit. You know, they call it that Midwest chopper, that mouthpiece shit. But what I'm saying is, you can be inspired by someone without stealing their whole lane or going and trying to commandeer their whole aura. Like, that's just weird to me. This is my opinion. I'm gonna break it down like this. A lot of the trends that you see today, they had to start somewhere. And the point of where they started at, the person who originally did it, it was not a trend at that time. So what I'm saying is, my whole goal and what every underground artist's goal should be is to say, fuck what's popular, fuck what's trending, and do you. I mean, it's kind of simple. It's very simple, but I felt like I had to say this because it's like I just see too much of this shit, you know? Niggas who ain't even got a buzz whatsoever. And I don't have a buzz whatsoever. Let me put that in that category, put me in that category, because I don't have a buzz whatsoever. I'd be lucky to get 100 views on my shit. And that's just real talk. Like, my old shit a couple months ago might have some hundreds or something, and that's just what it is. So, a lot of these trends, they had to start from somewhere. So what I would like to see is underground artists starting their own trends. Like, start something yourself. Like, man, I never understood that whole riding the wave of another nigga, man. That shit is crazy. And I don't think people really understand the magnitude of what that does to the culture as a whole, or they don't really understand what they doing when they doing what they doing, you know? It's like, it just, the damage that it does, man, it's huge, man. It's huge. Because it's ultimately, it's a whole monkey see, monkey do culture that, and I actually got a track called Monkey See, Monkey Do that I was talking about it, but it actually manifests in a monkey see, monkey do culture where there's nothing original being said or being spoken or being portrayed to the youth. The youth are the ones who are mostly, influenced by things, like I was talking about before, where I was the artist I was influenced by. So it does damage across the board when this happens, when this whole vortex of artists following trends. It's just all across the board. It's not good. I think what half of the problem really boils down to is It's just people who see other people make money doing a certain thing, and that's what's the motivation to make them do that. It's not even, yeah, they might like the sound or whatnot, but really, I think what the underlying issue is people seeing that they made money or they made profit off of making a sound or rapping like this or putting out a production like this. They see that, and it kind of, maybe even subconsciously, just kind of makes them want to do that. So I do kind of take that into account, but overall, I ain't fucking with it. That shit just blows my mind that you would actually go out and set out to have a sound. Like when I'm making a song, I don't want to have a sound. You just do what's you. And it's and I mean, even recently, I've been accused of trying to sound like somebody else. Now, I'm not gonna go into the details and all that, and I know I gotta consider the source on who said it and whatnot, but that shit crazy to me. Like, hold on, I'm trying to sound like somebody else. I'm not even gonna touch that. I ain't even gonna do it. I ain't gonna touch on it. But that's all I really wanted to say, man. Just coming in, checking in one time. It's YJ the Arthur, True Form Volume 1 coming soon, man. And that's what it is, man. I'm out.